friends, this is Julie Tillman. Welcome to my channel. Today there is a gorgeous new release. It's the quarterly release from Not Too Shabby, available in the shop, and everything in this release is available individually. It's a beautiful spring cottage charm is the name of the release, and it is full of charm and like shabby chic little images. This is the Good Morning tea set, and it has a teacup, a teapot, some birds, butterflies, sweet little sentiments, and a watering can. And then the other set is cup of tea, and it's got some cute cups. I love this one with the little tea tag and the butterfly. I really love butterflies, and some birdies, and just there's lovely sentiments. Hello, sweet friend, you are so lovely. And both of these have coordinating dies if you wish to purchase those. They are available. And then there's this beautiful cherry blossom background, which is like, oh, I love cherry blossoms and I love background stamps, so this is something I am very excited about, and we're going to make a card with that today. There's a beautiful paper pad. This beautiful blossoms has lots of blossoms and little teas and cakes, and like a aqua or a light mint and a pink vibe. And then there's this shabby chic Simply Spring with butterflies and bunnies and just all sorts of spring floral images. Very, very pretty, and both of those have a coordinating ephemera that's available. So I made a couple cards with the Simply Spring paper pad. This is the first one, and I used the You Fill My Day with Happiness sentiment from the Good Morning set, and I added a little liquid pearls around my scallop circle. These are the Cherry Blossom Spring Cottage enamel dots, sparkling enamel dots, which are out with this release as well, and they are so beautiful. And I used the matching ephemera to this paper, and a little crinkled ribbon from my stash. Then this is my second card. I love this little picture, and I fussy cut one of the tiny little butterfly ephemeras and then popped it up and just put the wings on dimensional so that it would pop up, and I just love the way that all worked out, and these papers look so lovely together. So this is the card we'll be making today, and I used the cherry blossom background here. I used some of the spring blossom or beautiful blossoms ephemera and one of the sentiments from the sets. And I also pulled in, because I used this bundled sage distress ink for my greens, and I thought this just really matched perfectly, and it's from the previously released It's Apple Season paper pad. So all right, let's get started making our card. So I've loaded my cherry blossom background stamp into my Misty stamping platform. I'm using some distress watercolor paper on the smooth side because that's what I like to stamp on. And I'm just going to use some Lawn Fawn Yeti pigment ink to emboss this white on white. I just love the look of white on white embossing. Embossing is like magical to me. Like, it's what got me into stamping. So I just love to watch it happen. But I really love the look of white on white and how it really makes those colors pop. So I'm going to be doing a little smooshing with distress ink to just get a little color wash. I want a very soft color. I still want to keep the lightness of the white. So I'm using some sponge sugar and some Kitsch Flamingo on, I'm just using the acetate sheet that my cherry blossom stamp came on. I'll just wash it wipe it off at the end, and then use it for my stamp again. So I'm just going in with a light wash and then drying in between my layers to just build up some dimension and depth in that background. Blotting off any excess. It doesn't look very amazing right now, but I do like that subtle hint that it gives the finished card, just to have a little bit of a color wash already on the card. So now I'm taking, I have more Kitsch Flamingo on that acrylic block that I'm using as my palette, and I'm just going to add that in with some water just wherever the blossoms are. I'm gonna have the pink flamingo or Kitsch Flamingo for the blossom base, and then I'll be going in with the picked raspberry for a little bit of contrast on those. But right now I'm just putting down a little base on all of those blossoms. It doesn't really matter if you're staying within the lines or not, because watercolor is a really loose medium, and so you can go outside the lines and it looks artful. So at least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So now I'm just gonna speed things up a little bit and put some music on, and you can watch me watercolor the rest of this panel. So we have this nice, lovely, soft background. All right, so I've picked a few pieces that I think I want to use from the Beautiful Blossoms ephemera, and I want my pinks to match a little bit more, so I'm going to add some watercolor to these. You can watercolor on them. They are not watercolor paper, so you're not going to want to put too much water, but as long as you're like careful with the amount of water you add, you're not going to have any problem adding a little bit of color. So I'm just going to go in with a light wash, And I have some Kitsch Flamingo on the top of my acrylic block. And I'm gonna just kind of, I want that watered down a little bit more. Kind of where the darker parts are, I'm gonna put a little bit more. And you can just add a little bit at a time. You don't want to get, as I said, you don't want your paper to get too wet or it'll start to warp and or pill. That's never a good thing. Okay, so I think I want to do this Hello Sweet Friend from the Cup of Tea set, but I think I want to do a little bit more smooshing, and then to have a little pink background, and then I'll emboss the sentiment. All right, so I'm back and I think I've figured out how I want my card to be laid out. I cut down my card base, or my background panel to match this die from Gina Marie Designs. And then I cut down this into a circle with the scallop mat. And then I picked out this paper. I thought this apple season paper from a previous release was like the perfect green to go with that bundle sage. So I cut that down to have just like a little border piece. So I think I kind of know how I want to put this together, so we're just gonna go for it. And there we have the finished card. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you have enjoyed this little bit of inspiration. You can find other inspiration from the design team members with the hashtag N2S Cottage Charm. I will have links in the description box below to all of the products in the new release. They are affiliate links. I get a small commission if you purchase something after clicking one of my links. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.